And now we are live and
Terrific.
recording on all the things. I was saying earlier, just a few moments ago before we came on here live, how stunning this wife of mine looks today. Holy cow. The red. It's red. Do you like the red?
Red
Do you
is,
like the red on you? Yeah.
I do. Red is definitely my color. It always seems to, well, it feels really comfortable on me. It seems to uplift me, and it always seems to get a lot of compliments and praise from others. Red is my jam.
Well, it gets praise from your husband.
Plus, it's the color of love, which I love.
I was hoping we'd throw some femininity in there real quick. Yeah. I'm loving my new hardware, by the way.
Looks really, really fancy and nice.
You like that?
I do.
Looks fancy.
Well, it's pretty cool. The detail, it's kind of hard to see on camera, but it has some nice, like masculine, like detail and line on it.
I love
Rigidity.
Good word.
On a super fluid piece, like a circle is very fluid. So it's very harmonized.
Wow. Very polarized. So glad that we're, Hi, friends. If you're here live with us, I'll recognize you. Let us know where you're joining us from. Yeah, we'd love to have that. I'm David Lee. That's Paige Stewart Lee. And together we are your host and administrator here in the group, Building Real Life in Real Love, or Building Real Love in Real Life. I guess it's interchangeable. So we jump on here weekly. We try to and have conversations. And these are called Conversations with David and Paige. By the way, we upload these to our YouTube channel. So if you're not subscribed to our YouTube channel, friends, there is a ton more content there. But these conversations that are live right now, so if you're watching this later, fantastic. We love having you here. But go and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And so there are TikTok videos. Oh, and if you're not subscribed to us both on TikTok, go and do that as well. And on the Instagram and all the things to really glean all of our content. And we're super excited to be able to provide that for you. So here we are, we're gonna have a conversation about, the biggest mistake women make in relationships. Think anybody's caring about that? Think anybody is curious about that, babe? Yes.
You know, based upon the attention this video has received on TikTok, I just shot a video on this on Monday earlier this week, and it has resonated deeply with some women. And so it feels really important to bring this conversation here up front again. And I would love to get your perspective on all of this too. So I'm excited to dive in.
Absolutely. So the big reveal, drum roll, here we go. Shannon is here. Hello, Shannon. Good to see you. Glad that you're joining us here live. The big reveal is, drum roll please, the biggest mistake that women make in relationships is
not accepting help from her partner.
Boom. Not accepting help from her partner. Why is that, Paige? Why is it a struggle? Why is it a challenge for women to accept help, generally speaking?
Oh my gosh. This is a very complex dynamic in women. And just because it's common does not mean, or just because it's, common does not mean it has to be normal. So I think all of this spawned from a recent exchange that you and I shared. We were driving home from the airport on Sunday night, and you had noticed my vehicle was low on fuel, low on gas. And you sent me a text the next morning and said, I am going to fill up your car with gas this evening when I get home from work. And I was, of course, super appreciative and very thankful for that. And I was out running errands earlier that day and drove right by the gas station and thought, I'm just going to get this filled up right now so he doesn't have to do it later. So here I was like thinking, I'm going to take this off of your plate, when really it wasn't on your plate. It was a gift and support you were trying to extend to me. And so in that moment, I thought about it like, okay, wait, why am I trying to lunge forward here and take control and check this off the list when he has already acknowledged and communicated that he is going to get this taken care of for me later on? And so I changed my mind in that moment. I kept driving. I did not stop at the gas station to fill up my car with gas, and I let you take care of me exactly like you said you were going to do. So I allowed myself to receive this support and this help. And in those moments, I realized like, wow, okay, so I didn't stop at the gas station. Now what? And it just felt exciting because I had these 5 extra minutes that now I could spend however I wanted to. I could do that was going to bring me joy, or I could just really just enjoy the spaciousness in the calendar to just breathe and, come back to the present moment and appreciate life differently.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I want to highlight so much of what you just said. A couple of things is the giving of the masculine to the feminine provides her space to be.
Mm.
It is inherently part of my DNA, ladies and gentlemen. Are you listening? To give and give and give to Paige. Why? To get something back? No. To provide her the space for her to be her. This is super important. And I love to give. I love to provide. I love to be preemptive. I love to look forward. I love to plan and plot. This is all masculine energy. And so I told her, hey, you know what? I think you have enough gas to get around through the day. And I will be filling up your tank when I return home. And then I felt, by the way, I felt encouraged. I felt excited. I was like, you know what? I think her queen, we call her car. We bought her a new car in November. We call her car the Queen. And I sent her a text after I filled the vehicle with fuel. I said, I'm going to go take your queen for a little bath. And so then I went, car wash, did some detailing. I just felt so invigorated to give to you, to provide for you so you could feel safe and secure and comfortable and clean, which is all really, really important for the feminine. And so thank you. Thank you, babe, for honoring my gift to you, which can be so hard. It's like, well, I'm right here. Why don't I just take care of it? In that, as you just described, would have been a dishonoring act for me to give to you. But she was coming from, her parts were coming forward, by the way, and then the self came forward and said, no, wait, he's told me he's going to take care of this, which involves a lot of trust and a lot of work on both of our parts. Because some of you may be thinking right now, yeah, but is he going to take care of it?
Right.
Has he taken care of it before? Has he told me he's going to do something and then didn't do it?
Mm-hmm.
So these are all complexities within the relationship that we have navigated and continue to navigate to ensure that we have a trustworthy relationship moving forward. But so thank you, babe. Thanks for honoring my gift to you. And then it allowed me to shower you with this gift of a clean, full car so that you can utilize that tool in your life to go and be and do what you need to do during the day.
Yes. Yeah. I think you nailed something there when you said some women forward because they don't trust that the other person is actually going to follow through. And so that's where a lot of this becomes protection mechanisms. Is she does not open herself to receive help from others because she's afraid of feeling the hurt of being let down. And she has been let down repetitively over and over and over, can't rely on her partner, can't rely on individuals to actually follow through and do what they say that they're going to do. And so this isn't just like a light switch type of situation where you're all of a sudden, yay, I'm opening myself up to receive help and everything's going to be peachy moving forward. So there is kind of this push-pull. It is a dance between you and your partner, and it requires a lot of communication and a commitment to making mistakes, a commitment to learning from the mistakes and continuing to grow and build together. Another thing that came to me is when a man takes care of his woman and really just does his job to prioritize her and take care of her, she is better going to be able to take care of him and be the support that he needs from her. And so that is like how he is investing in her. He is investing his time, his prioritization. He's investing his money. He's investing into this woman so that she can be the support system and the feminine essence that he needs for him to keep going and moving forward in his mission, his endeavor, etc. Like she is the lifeblood. She brings the intuition and the passion and the influence, and he uses her for grounding in that way. Not uses, he leans on her, he gleans from her.
Leverages. If I don't have Paige's life, and remember, ladies and gentlemen, it may seem very natural, but the feminine literally brings life into this world. Okay? We don't, thank goodness we don't birth children. Children would never be birthed. Right? So I rely on Paige's intuition, her feminine essence, her beauty, her radiance, her sensuality, her inspiration, her brilliance, for me to feel supportive so that I can step into my dominant, powerful, strong, mature, devoted, masculine energy and to lead her, lead our organization, lead my kids, lead the world in a much better way. So if
Absolutely.
she rejects, ladies, if you reject the help that is coming from your masculine partner, you are dishonoring his ability to take care of you. And there is wounding to be healed on both sides, because I know men may be watching this too. We have a number of male clients who are in our ecosystem, right? Who have been in some ways hurt and discouraged and rejected. And after a while, a man will stop asking, a man will stop doing, a man will become passive, will become soft in his ability and want to serve and give and support and provide and protect his woman.
Yeah.
So there is work on both sides, and that's super important to understand.
Yeah, you're right. So I think you've mentioned previously that the masculine's biggest fear is fear of rejection. And so if he continues to get rejected over and over and over again by his partner who is not opening herself to receive the support he is extending, then how often do you think he's going to continue stepping forward and trying to give in that way? He's not. He's going to into passivity. That's where his wounding is going to kind of latch onto him, is going to take him, and he is just going to be feeling emasculated in that way, because he wants to prevent feeling those feelings of rejection too. So he's not going to keep showing up. He's not going to keep trying. And so then the woman, the partner, feels pissed because she is not getting help and she's drowning, and she feels like she has the weight of the world on her shoulders and that she has no one there to support her or take anything off of her plate. And so it is truly a vicious cycle, and it takes both of you to break both of those patterns and to become super aware of your responsibility in the cycle.
Yeah, I think you nailed it right on the head. And we say this and we repeat this often, is that I said it in my latest post this morning on TikTok and Instagram. And by the way, again, if you're not following both of us on TikTok and on Instagram, you're missing out, friends. Okay, so just don't rely on Facebook. All right, go to those other platforms. Even if you don't have an account in there, get an account and follow us. I promise it will be incredibly insightful. Is that each individual in the relationship is responsible for her or his independent healing. It's not my responsibility to fix, to heal, to push, to nag Paige into her healing journey. And vice versa is true too. And that can be really, really frustrating, because one person may be healing and moving forward and the other person's like, I'm good. And that can be really challenging. But at the end of the day, you are responsible for your healing. You are responsible for your growth. You are responsible for you. And that is all. So if Paige doesn't receive my gift, that's on her, not me. And vice versa. If I'm not giving to Paige and she really wants me to give to her, right, she needs to continue to work on her to figure out, what is my responsibility in this relationship? Does he feel emasculated? Does he feel in certain ways like, oh, wait, have I rejected him? Right? To own Paige's responsibility of it. And it's my responsibility to own my responsibility in it. I want to say hello to, we have a bunch of folks here. Marquia is here. Good to see you. Michelle is here. Casey is here. Montrese is here. Hello. Wave back to us. Tell us that you're still here. We so appreciate you joining us here live.
There's another layer to it. There's a lot of layers.
There's a lot of layers.
Dynamic, to be honest. But there's another very loud, very present layer of owing. Like I will be in debt if all of a sudden I am receiving help from you, then I will owe you something back, and that feels heavy to carry around with me, to know that I am going to have to pay you back in some other form of favor or whatever. But shoot, I lost the other half of that. But that is a really big one that we hear a lot with clients. Tit for tat type mentality, a very contractual type of relationship.
Yeah, well said. Yeah, I was sharing that with some clients earlier this week, and just a little teaching point for you, ladies and gentlemen. So get your pens out, okay? There are two different kinds of relationships, generally speaking, across the board, and most notably in romantic relationships. There is contractual relationships and there's covenantal relationships, okay? We do not want to be in a contractual relationship. That is tit for tat. If I do, then you will.
Mm.
And so often romantic relationships devolve into that narrative. Well, if I do this, then he will do this. If she does this, then I get this. Right? That's a contract. That's a business relationship, which is appropriate, but not in a romantic primary marriage partnership moving forward. And I love what you just said, babe, when you said no one owes anything to anyone. I'm going to say it again. No one. You don't owe your spouse anything. You don't owe your partner anything, ever. I'm going to pause there. I think that needs to sink in because we have been so taught that a relationship is give and take. No, it isn't. Okay. In a truly powerful, grounded, polarized relationship, the masculine gives, the feminine receives. Now, it doesn't mean that the feminine doesn't ever step into her masculine energy to get things done, to step forward, to provide, to support herself first. But it's so important that if the masculine, back to our point of this conversation, if the masculine is giving to you, ladies, okay, is to receive it, to receive and not think that you owe him something back. If he thinks that, that's his wounding in which to heal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the feminine gives differently. It's not that she never gives. She gives by being grounded in her mere, beautiful, authentic presence.
So well
That's
said.
it. Like she is the gift, and she gives in so many different ways, and it is not a contractual type of give.
Yeah.
It's just it's an overflowing give that it's truly priceless and limitless.
Love that. Priceless. You are my priceless gift, baby.
Thank
For
you.
sure. For sure.
Thank you.
For sure. Well, I think it's an appropriate place to stop. Did you have something else? I just saw you want to say something else.
I keep thinking of this one thing that keeps flying in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out. Oh, that if I do receive your help, I don't want it to come back on me, like in some sort of conflict or argument. Look at all I've done for you. I've done this, I've done this, I've done this, I've done this. It just seems like in a previous page would say, no, I'm good. I don't need you to take care of any of those things because I don't want to be, I don't want it to hang over my head in future conversations or future conflicts.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a great point. And so often it does come up and out in conflict. And then there's more negotiation, more communication, more healing to do. And that's okay. Okay. It's not that we're looking for perfection, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. My relationship with Paige, our marriage is not perfect, but it always wants to be progressing. Progression, not perfection, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. So I think we'll end there. We could just have conversations all day long, right? So, but in the interest of time, we'll go ahead and complete our relationship. Friends, if you're interested in knowing more about specifically working with us and finding ways in which to get more help and support and deepening your healing journey and your progression and understanding what it means to heal your traumatic wounds in order to realize masculine and feminine polarity and groundedness in your relationship, let us know. Drop a comment. Go to our website, daring-deeply.com, and you can find out all the information about one-on-one coaching, about programs specifically for women, courses to begin to heal your masculine and feminine wounding. And that's why we're here, to provide that help. So if it feels like a good fit, let's have a conversation and we can move forward in that way. So
yeah,
all right, babe, I think it's time. Go ahead.
There's a reason behind every behavior, truly. And a lot of it is to protect needs, unmet needs that live within our body. And when you really lean in to explore what lives at the root of that, that's when your healing just really begins to take off. And you cannot do that alone. You cannot do that alone because they're called blind spots. You are blind to this awareness right now. And sure, learn new principles and practices and perspectives and do your best to implement those, and that will get you so far. But if you want lasting healing, then it requires support, a third party that can help reveal your blind spots that are continuing to haunt you and hold you back.
Yeah, so well said. That's in essence what we help people do, is realize there is an unmet need. There is a root cause to the issues and challenges in your relationship, most notably the relationship with yourself. And we help you uncover, discover, and truly get to the root cause to begin to heal that so that everything else can begin to flourish in your relationships. So well said, babe. All right, with that, I think we're going to say sayonara, au revoir.
Sayonara.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Adios.
Yeah, adios. There you go.
With
All right,
Lucy,
ladies and
Lucy.
gentlemen, thank you so much for being here. Thank you, babe, for being here. Love you so much.
Thanks for leading us.
Talk to you
Love
later. All right.
Bye.
Okay. Bye-bye.